We're getting tokes from that marijuana smoke right here from that the bongskis out here. This is the fresh and funky motherfucking Playz and Parlayz show where I break down the slate of games and I give you my plays and I put together a parlay. Now, I'm telling you, don't follow mine. Sometimes it's good to fade sometimes. I understand some people ain't going to tell you that. You're gonna be, if you want somebody to blow smoke up your ass and take your money, go ahead, listen to fools. And then wonder why you get fool's counsel and wonder why your ass keeps going around in a circle like a jackass. Figuratively, not a literal jackass donkey, you know, turned into Pinocchio. Geppetto made Pinocchio a wooden boy, and then Pinocchio tried to believe he was a real live boy when really he was just a wooden boy. Now, what does that analogy have to do with tonight's sports and everything else that has to go on with the split? Eh, is irrelevant. Just the funky, fresh, crazy, weird takes of the day, of the times. I say a lot of things, whether it sticks, makes sense, it doesn't, well, it's not up for fucking discussion and to chop me up and to, dice me up and dice me up and act like I'm somebody right or wrong or put me onto a pedestal and or put my, in the words of Steve Carell, in the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin, you're putting the pussy on the pedestal, okay? But we cashed last night on our player prop parlay. So that is the second time this week. We cashed our first one on Monday Night Football. Last night we cashed on the basketball. Let's break that one down first here. Let's give you guys some great news. Some good news. Obviously, some good news first. We'll give you the good news first. We play this NBA player props on a website called underdog.com here. Very good fantasy site. I like it. I mean, the way the payout is kind of it's a little bit misleading, but you know what? I figured a way, and now I think maybe just maybe I might have figured a way to make myself a little bit of profit to keep myself be able to still bet, but it's not going to be like a fat profit, but I'm not out here to make fat pockets nor fat profits. I'm here to speak the knowledge like a prophet. You know what I mean? We're out here spitting bars and not even trying here. So let's get down to it. We took Bradley Beal last night to have over 1.5 3-pointers. He had 2. We took Jaden Ivey, the young rookie for the Detroit Pistons, to have over 11.5 points. He had 19. We had our man Scotty Barnes for the Toronto Raptors to have over a half a 3-pointer. He did have 1 3-pointer. We had Tyler, I'm your hero, baby. Tyler Hero, Jukebox Hero. Tyler Hero to have over a half a steal. I think he had like 3 or 4 steals in that game against the Chicago Bulls. And last but not least, we had Dame Lillard to score over 24.5 points. Dame Lillard only scored 20, so that was our killer, but we still had insurance on there. So if at least 4 out of the 5 cash, we still made money. So our dollar turned into $2.50. So we made $1.50 in profit, but that is okay. Continues to let us bet every day. Then let's go into some sad news. Some sad news here. We obviously our multi-sport parlay yesterday did not cash. No, it did not cash. But we'll let you know what the bets were. We had the under 7 runs in the Yankees and Astros minus 119. That stayed to 6 runs, and the Astros won 5-1. And yeah, so we cashed that one. We took the over 59.5 between Georgia State and Appalachian State. It ended at 59, so we lost there. We flip flopped yesterday. I know yesterday I said we're taking Bulls money line, but I flip flopped that at the end after we got off our stream. I took the under 216, and that did bite me in the ass as the Bulls outright beat the Heat and it went over the 216. So, and I thought that was going to happen too, but I don't know why. But you know me, I'm the Undertaker here. I took the under 234 points in the Rockets and Hawks. That covered. I took the under 226 and a half between the Knicks and Grizzlies. I went to overtime and went 225. It went one. No, actually, I think it lost. Because yeah, let's see, one. We have 115. Yeah, yes, that lost. Sorry, that did not cash. That under did not cash. That actually lost. So ultimately, that was not a cash Ola there. And the king, we had the Spurs money line. We thought fade the Hornets. That was not the right bet to do. That was wrong. Hornets came back in full vengeance and stung the shit out of the Spurs. The over 216 and the Cavs and Raptors. Cavs lost by 3, 108 to 105. So that did not go over. That was an L. And we had the over 229 and a half points of the Blazers and Kings. The Blazers won, but the game did not go over that. So ultimately, we only won 2 games here. We won two. We only won 2. We thought we won 3, but I had to do the math all the way over again here. So had to do the math here. So we only won 2, and then we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that was not very good. Not a very good not a very good parlay to say indeed here. So let's take off that. Take off that one here. Take off that one. All right. Kept our 2 winners here because we're going to keep the winners. We're going to keep the winner tabs here. So today we have one baseball game. We have the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros, the American League Championship Series here. The Astros took game 1 here. They look poised to take another game to go up 2-0 tonight. But could Luis Sereno and the Yankees spoil that party here tonight here? And the Yankees get some revenge. But we're gonna have to see a different Yankees team than what came out yesterday. Definitely. I mean, Ryan Priestley looked impressive as it can be. Basically got 4. He basically took it to 4. I mean, he basically got 4 consecutive outs here for the Houston Astros. The Astros got some bats. So I mean, what's gonna have to help the Yankees here is their pitching, but not so much. The pitching is pitched pretty decent here. They gave up some runs here, but their bats are gonna have to come alive here. The bats are gonna have to like it and like the end of the Guardian series. The bats are gonna have to come alive for the Yankees to where it's gonna. Because if I think the Yankees don't have the bats, plus they have this solid pitching, I think that's going to do them in this series here. And they're going to have to force to get, they're going to have to get to the, they're going to have to get, they're going to have to make the Astros make some mistakes. And the Astros did have an error actually in the game, and still won. So that game is on the slate right now here. We got what let's see what the number is right now here as far as what we have here. All right, so we have Astros obviously are the favorites at home. Lefty Frambo Valdez on the mound pitching for them against Luis Sereno here, the righty for the Yankees. That is for the Astros to win by more than a run and a half is plus 139. If you think the Yankees can cover the run and a half, it's minus 172. If you think the Yankees could straight up beat the Astros and win tonight here, that's plus 116. If you think the Astros can straight up win tonight here, it is minus 142. The over/under is 7 once again. I took 7. 7 seems to be my number. 7 happens to be one of my lucky numbers. Definitely 7 and 23. So and 21. We like that deuce. That 38 special. Obviously, we got 42 because I'll be big 42 this year. Well, towards the end of this year. So yeah. So yeah, we got Yankees and Astros here again. The over under is 7 here. The Yankees again are the underdogs. So then we have the Padres and the Phils playing tomorrow. We got Joe Musgrave going up against Ranger Suarez in Philadelphia. The series moves on to Philadelphia. As the series is tied at 1 game apiece in the National League Championship Series. We also have a NFL game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have an NFL game tonight. Yes, indeed, we do. And the numbers moved a little bit here. Earlier today. It was Arizona -3. Now it's down to -2.5 here for Arizona. New Orleans is the underdog here tonight, +2.5. Or if you think New Orleans can outright beat these Cardinals here on the road here, you take that +117 tonight. If you're a Cardinal fan, think the Cardinals can win, and you're not too sure, about the 2.5. They got to win by 3. You just take the money line is -144, and the over/under is 43.5 now. So interesting number to say the least here. I would say it is an interesting number now that it went down a half. It was sitting at 44. Now it went down a half a point. The hook. They say not a right hook or a left hook. It's the hook. It's that half hook, and the half hook. So we got that game on the slate. We have NBA on the slate today as well. We have the Milwaukee Bucks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers are -4 on the point spread. The Bucks are plus 141 here as they get their first game under their belt here tonight, but they have to do it on the road against the Sixers, who took a loss on the road earlier this week. The over/under is 224 points. And then we have the late game, the Battle of LA here. I ain't talking about no Zach De La Rocha and the Rage Against the Machine. This is the Los Angeles Clippers taking on the Los Angeles Lakers here. You got Kawhi Leonard, you got Paul George, you got John Wall, you got Norman Powell, you got Terrence Mann here. You got some. I think Lou Will still plays for that team. I don't know, maybe not. Then you got the Lakers on the other side. You got LeBron, you got Westbrook, you got Anthony Davis, you got Patrick Beverly. Gonna be an interesting basketball game down there at the crypto.com stadium or center. And then we also have, we have some college football to speak of here today. We have college football today here. We have the Virginia Cat. We have some ACC action here between two of the lower scoring teams in the conference of play here. The Virginia Cavaliers go into the ATL tonight into the rambling wreck here, what is called the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets are favored by 3 points here. The Virginia Cavaliers are plus 126 on the money line here. Georgia Tech is minus 155 if you want to pick them on the money line here. And the over-under is 47 points here. So, again, another interesting number since both teams do score lower. Does it stay a lower game or does it somehow become a over? We have a Sun Belt Conference matchup. These two teams between the Troy Trojans here and the South Alabama Jaguars. This is a battle for first place in their respective division in the conference of the Sun Belt. So definitely both teams are going to be out for blood and out to see. So, and Southern Alabama is at home minus the 3, so home's a little bit of home cooking here. But Troy's not afraid because Troy is also from Alabama College. So we have a battle of the Alabama colleges here tonight. And Troy Trojans are plus 129 on the money line. The Southern Alabama Jaguars are minus 157. And over-under is 47 in this game as well. So quite interesting. Quite interesting that both college football games have an over-under of 47. So obviously saying that both these teams are, on the side of not scoring too many points, but who knows? Who knows? It's a Thursday night showdown here. You don't know what type of, Appalachian State won last night here, but the first half was really close, but the second half was very, very one-sided. Appalachian State, that's to say. So we're gonna see what happens tonight here in the college football, and also we got hockey, ladies and gentlemen. We have hockey. We have hockey on the ice here tonight. Here we have the Washington Capitals and the Ottawa Senators. Senators coming off a big win against the Boston Bruins. We have the Nashville Predators and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets came out with an overtime victory, so see if they can get some home cooking tonight. And the Los Angeles Kings, they go on the road to face the Penguins here as big-time road underdogs here. We got the Dallas Stars. They ride into Toronto to face the Maple Leafs. We have the Coyotes. They're going north of the border here to face Montreal, to face the Canadiens here in Montreal here. Then we have the Anaheim Ducks going into Boston here. Let's see how Boston plays after losing on the road to the Ottawa Senators, breaking their undefeated season so far. And we have Sharky is in New York once again, taking on the Rangers here. So they're big time underdogs here tonight. We got the New Jersey Devils taking on those Islanders as well. So we'll see how that's going to transpire there. The Devils are the underdogs here. We got the Vancouver Canucks taking on them Wild up in Minnesota. In Minnesota. So then we have the Carolina Hurricanes going up. There's a hurricane coming up there for Edmonton, going up there in Canada tonight. We'll see if the Hurricanes can batter the Oilers here, or can the Oilers withstand the Hurricanes? Looks like both teams basically favored on the money line here. Really, both teams are minus 110, so it's kind of an even money line there. We have the Buffalo Sabres and the Calgary Flames. The Sabres here are going to Calgary. See if they can saber And then we have, last but not least, we have the Winnipeg Jets here. Big time underdogs upsetting the Stanley Cup, champions, the Colorado Avalanche. And now they got to go to Vegas here. Can they win with house money here? And, I mean, I didn't bet on Winnipeg. They kind of spurred my ass week one, the first game of the season, but they're kind of turning around a bit here. I mean, I wish I would have been on them last night as a big underdog, but yeah. But we'll see here. We'll see. That's what we have here so far. So that is the slate that we have. So now that we've kind of broken everything down, we'll break things down even more into the Thursday night football. We'll get into the parlays and all that. But we're gonna go look into fantasy. We're gonna take a little fantasy. We're gonna take a little break here, and we're gonna take a little fantasy break, and we're gonna go check. We're gonna check the teams here. Make sure that anybody from the Saints or the Cardinals that I do or do not want in here. Obviously, I'm gonna ride out Alvin Kamara here. That's definitely always, you know, uh, I'm somebody that's a believer in Alvin Kamara. I mean, he's definitely a running back I like. He's somebody that I would, if I was building a football team and I could have a archetype kind of like he had the similar skills and build of an Alvin Kamara here, I would definitely like that because it would definitely help. What I like to do as far as offense is spread out the defense here, try to spread the ball, running and passing the ball is how I feel like if you can evenly if you can evenly balancely spread the ball, running and passing. Some drives are going to be more pass driven and some drives are going to be more run driven. But if you can have that, if you can find that even keel, you can find that even balance. I think you find that happy medium. I think good things will always happen more than you lose. But yeah, we're gonna sit down here. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna do our little. We're gonna get into our fantasy segment here for a little bit here. Talk a little bit of fantasy here. All right, I'm looking at. All right, so the first team I'm looking at right now, my reckless youngins here. We're sitting at last place in our division here. We're 2-4. It's okay though. It's okay. We got fight still. I mean, we're last place, but we got fight. We got the humbleness about us here. All right, so we got Trevor Lawrence right now. We have Trevor Lawrence is has been riding as a quarterback because we had Tua Tagovailoa, but I think this week we're gonna have to put Tua in here. I think we're gonna have to put Tua in here. I'm gonna have to ride with Tua this week here. I mean, news came out that he was unconscious when he took that hit in Cincinnati, and he was and I'm glad that they've kind of kept him out for a bit, let him make sure there's no prolonged effects because people just think that okay, guy gets over it, he recovers, and he plays the next game and he'll be fine. When some guys end up sustaining another concussion on top of a concussion, that basically the chances of reoccurring in an injury. But I think Tua he will be fine. I think he's had some plenty of time to be out and get some rest, and obviously them to try to obviously make sure that he's going to be 100% and not just put a guy out there because they need to get a win. We got Nick Chubb, ride my man Nick Chubb. I got to put my man Demond Pierce. He's the young running back out of the Houston Texans that I like a lot. I love him and Brees Hall. Definitely, I definitely give Brees Hall the nudge right now, but I think Pierce definitely he could definitely he's battling up there. We have Jamar Chase, obviously. We have Jalen Waddle. I have David Njoku. I have Njoku, and I have also Mike Gesicki. So now with Tua in here now, I think Mike Gesicki's going to be brought in to more or less try to protect and be more of a blocking guy. But I think, I don't know, maybe because he did get a lot of love last week. So, and then David Njoku has been pretty solid for me here. He had 8 fantasy points last week. So, I mean, he's turning into a productive fantasy wide receiver out of Cleveland, even though they're playing in Baltimore. But I definitely like that matchup here. Romeo Dobbs here. You got the Romeo Doobie Doobs. So I got him in my flex right now. I mean, obviously I got T. Higgins on. He's on my bench right now, but he's kind of questionable. I got Khalil Herbert. I got Brian Robinson Jr. and I have George Pickens. So I have some valuable options to think about here if I don't feel comfortable playing Dobbs. Obviously some 5 o'clock, obviously a Monday night option as well. But I did pick up the Patriots defense, so putting Khalil Herbert might be a little bit of a contradiction against my. So we'll see about that here. And then I have young Hoku, and he's been pretty solid for me here. So I can't say that he's been a solid kicker. He only had 4 points last week here. He has 50 fantasy points, but I'm not looking for my kicker. I mean, he almost has as much as the Patriots defense. And I mean, my quarterback here has 67. So I mean, basically Nick Chubb, Jamar Chase, and Jalen Waddle have more points. And Stephon Diggs have more points than Mike Gesicki's got 50 points. So Young Hoku has the same amount of points as Mike Gesicki, who's a starting tight end. And so we're gonna keep that team right there. So we didn't got nobody really from the Thursday night game for that team. All right. All right, for the team here, we're the West Coast Bad Boys here. We lost last week, so we're 3-3. We're almost pretty much at the bottom of our division here as well. So, but it's okay. We like to fight. All right, we got Derek Carr here. Our quarterbacks are Derek Carr, and we have Tom Brady. So Brady's facing at Carolina, and the Raiders are facing the Texans here. So I have Travis Etienne here, Etienne Jr. He's starting to trend up a little bit. He's staying healthy so far. CMC, Travis Etienne, and Saquon, all 3 running backs. All obviously first round running backs here. Definitely are staying pretty healthy. J.K. Dobbins as well. He's staying pretty healthy. He kind of got a little bit. He got a little bit more. He got a little bit banged up, kind of. So they might micromanage his time, and that's who I have at my flex right now here. Because the backup running back right now, I had James Cook on a bye here, which he really hasn't done too much here. So I picked up Kenyon Drake. So I picked up Kenyon Drake here. So it's kind of like Angelo Dotson here, he's questionable. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully he'll be able to get to play with Tyler Heineke, but I don't know how the. All right, so he re-injured his fucking hamstring, so he's I don't want to put that motherfucker in. That's not good, Julian Dotson. Because he's a forward gonna be a good option for Tyler Heineke, but he's still questionable. So that means that's. Are you gonna pick the over or the under in the football game? What? I mean, it's 43 and a half. It's 43. It went down to 43 and a half. It went down to 2.5 points as far as spread. I mean, which isn't bad. I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know. You both teams score over that. Right, because that's my thing. Is like I feel like 43 or 44 is kind of like a good number if they both score in the 20s. But it's like, I mean, the Cardinals got to score more than that, especially having D Hop coming back and Robbie Anderson. But what hurts the Cardinals right now is their running back situation. Connor's hurt. The other guy they have is hurt. And then, well, that's going to make Kyler Murray have to run now. So that makes that Kyler Murray prop bet really good. But then, Saints defense is really good. They're really good at stopping the run. And, that's the thing I like the Saints defense a lot. I think they can get some good stops, but who's going to be the efficient quarterback for them tonight? Is it Jameis? Is it Dalton? Or do they mix in Taysom Hill, which I like that when they mix Taysom Hill a little bit because that gives them kind of a wildcat kind of, you know. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really decided too much right now. I mean, I'm mostly going through my fantasy team. I'm going through my progressions right now, but I'm just going through my fantasy right now. So sorry, I was talking to my sister here. So let's see. I gotta get rid of a wide receiver here. So I mean, I picked up Michael Gallup here. I just think he's just not gonna just dump Michael Gallup here. And Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas, he's kind of been banged up injury guy here. He's you know he had two good games, but he has not played since. Like he got 2 touchdowns, 5 receptions, 57 yards in the first week. Then he had 6 receptions, 65 yards, and a touchdown. And then he had 5 receptions, 49 yards, and then got hurt in that Carolina game. Didn't play against Minnesota. Didn't play against Seattle. Didn't play against Cincinnati, and not playing against. So that's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they got Vegas. They got Vegas at home, which it would be good for him to come back and play that game here. Because then you got Baltimore, Pittsburgh, the Rams, San Francisco, Tampa Bay. Then they got the bye, which is kind of nice for them because they're going to need it because they got Atlanta, they got Cleveland, they got Philly, and they got Carolina. So it's not too bad here. But he's just nice chance to play for Thomas, and Landry will be week 8 home game against Raiders here. Yeah, see that's all right. So we can swap guys here. I'm gonna swap. There we go. Since he says he's not gonna play, I'm gonna put Michael Thomas there, so that allows me to still keep my without having it being fucked up. So, all right. So obviously, I don't really have anybody going here tonight. Here, oh, we got Joey Sly here. I don't know. We might have to get a kicker here. Joey Sly was definitely not the kicker here. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we got for as far as kickers here. All right. We got the Steelers kicker. I mean, We got the Saints kicker here. Let's take the Saints kicker here. Talking about tonight's game here. We'll put Will Lutz here. I mean, I like Will Lutz here. So we got that there. I like Broncos and the Jets here. I mean, the Broncos defense has got me 4. I mean, they've been. So we got some potentials here. All right. And then let's go to West Coast Burrows here. The West Coast Burrow team here. All right, we got Alvin Kamara here. We got Packers defense here. We got Alec Pierce here. We got Burrow and we got Jimmy G here. So Burrow's playing at home against the ATL, so that's a no-brainer. We got Kamara, and then obviously we got Khalil Herbert playing Monday night. Obviously at New England here. Probably not the best. Probably not the best here to put out there, but I got Isaiah Pachenko, and I have Travis Etienne Jr. here. And Pachenko is playing against the Niners. They don't really give up too much on the run here as far as the running game. And Pachenko is kind of on the. And Etienne, I mean, he might be able to do something against the Giants, them being at home. But got T. Higgins, got Jalen Waddles, questionable. We got Firemouth. We got Jerry Jeudy here. We got the Packers defense. We had Brett Meyer here. Maybe we take another. Maybe we look at getting a kicker here as well here. I like playing the kicker roulette here sometimes. Brandon McManus here against the Jets here. I mean, I like that here. I like that. I like the McManus here. Bringing in the McManus here. All right, so all right, so all right, so that's that here. Let's go to our NFL.com here. NFL.com, bomb.com here. Let's take a small chronic break as well here. We're going to take a small chronic break here. All right, this team here we have Lamar Jackson and we have Russell Wilson as our quarterbacks here. Obviously, Lamar is going up against the Browns. Obviously, it's a divisional matchup here. Lamar's been our ride or die. Christian McCaffrey has been a stellar 1-2-3 punch. Um, and then we got Brees Hall here, but we do have Nick Chubb here. They're telling us to sit Nick Chubb here, but I don't know. I think that's not to me. To me, it's not the wisest thing to do here. I'd rather keep my man Brees at the flex here, at the Funk Master flex here. Um, Drake Loudon is kind of underperformed here. We got McManus here, and we have the Chargers defense here. Chargers defense is not, hasn't done us dirty here. So I mean, we've been riding or dying with them here. However, the Chargers defense will carry some risk because the Seahawks rank 8th with. All right, well we'll see. We'll see what kind of defenses there are here. Maybe flip out the defense a bit here. I mean, I like Firemouth here, but Gilsicki. And then see Loud in here. I mean, like by half. Does that even really mean shit? No. To me, no. So let's look at the defenses. What we can have here. A Bears defense. You got a Bengals defense here. You got Tennessee Titans defense here. And the Tennessee Tuxedos here. You got the Raiders defense against Miami's defense. I mean, Miami's defense is kind of. We'll take Miami. We'll take Miami's defense here. Like I said, I pretty much ride or died with the Chargers defense here. All right, and let's see. What about any other wide receivers out there here? Ones that we, I mean, obviously, I like Alec Pierce. I mean, I think he enough to give up. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really giving up on Loudon, but he's just not getting not getting targeted. Or most teams are just. And Duvernay here, but I mean, I think Enzo Benjamin here. And it's not because it's got to be the he's gonna be the main guy. But I mean, Isaiah Spiller, is he gonna get some? Is he gonna get some playing time here? Is Isaiah Spiller gonna get some playing time or what? Isaiah Spiller is one of the young guys. I think right now he's not getting a lot of love or touches because he was kind of banged up coming into the season. But definitely somebody for the later in the season to watch out for. Him and Isaiah Pachenko here. Both guys are. Pachenko's getting a little. I mean, I would say Cook too as well. Cook hasn't. There's a lot of. No, I think I'm good here in this team here. Let's go to the opt out team here. All right, we got Bailey Zappi, we got Joe Mixon, we got Kenneth Walker, we got Deontay Johnson here, we got Hunter Renfrow, Kyle Pitts, and David Montgomery here. We do have Trevor Lawrence, we have Travis Etienne. All right, we were able to get the Packers defense. All right, so cool. So we're able to get Packers defense here. All right, so Marquise Brown. So we got a chance now to have an extra guy. All right, now that Marquise Brown is in IR here, we have an available spot here. Open up available for the wideout spot right now here. So let's go ahead and let's check it out here. Oh, they said two fantasy points. I mean, I don't know what they're. I don't know who they think. All right, so fantasy wide receivers. We got coordinate. Okay. Daryl Mooney here. Alec Pierce. I mean, get Alec Pierce here. And and the Alec Pierce here. So okay, then because Marquise Hollywood Browns. But I think for right now, I think we're good here. I think there's no. I don't think we need too many other guys here. Then we got this one. We got Kamara here. Okay. Pickett Swift. Swift's supposed to play. I don't know, maybe. But I got. All right, so we were able to get Nick Folk. Okay, we got the Folk. May the Folk be with you here. We got Niners defense against Kansas City. I don't know. That's kind of scary. I mean, I like Niners defense, but kind of banged up right here. So let's see. Let's see if we can get something. We got Broncos defense. Jags. We got Ravens. Arizona, Panthers, Seahawks, Falcons, Giants, Pittsburgh.
Giants defense is on there?
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising. Yeah, I'm probably
Alright, so. Well, I'd like to take Tennessee. There will be significant upside for the Tennessee defense against the Colts this week, even though running back Jonathan Taylor is trending towards a return. After all, the Colts have given up 11 turnovers while scoring just 17.2 points per game, 27th in the league. And they're playing in Tennessee, so let's give them Tennessee tuxedos a shot here. A little bit over the. I mean, they're only. I mean, they have 25 fantasy points compared to the Niners 66, but it's okay. It's okay. We take risks. We take a risk out here. We take a risks. All right. All right. So that is that here. Now I gotta go to my Yahoo here. Oh yeah, Yahoo.
Yeah, you see that shit? Slavery's gonna be on the ballot.
Nearly 20 states allow slavery and involuntary servitude as criminal punishments. Colorado, Nebraska, and Utah recently changed their constitutions. Others may follow. Inmates earning minimum wage. Um, not even gonna even begin to discuss this shit. Not even gonna go even. Moving on to the fantasy here, to the fantasy. All right, let's see here. Let's see. We got this team here. We got Jimmy Garoppolo here. We got Jimmy G's because well, yeah, we have Russell Wilson, but he's been questionable here. And been limited again Thursday. I don't really like that here. And what about Dobby Dobbs here? He missed a second straight practice here, so I don't like that either. So we got Jerry Judy here. Supposed to be forecast for some rain. I got Chris Olave. I got Devontae Adams here, so I'm good with rolling it out with them here. We got Joe Mixon and Ezekiel Elliott. I'm happy with those guys here. I mean, I got Jason Sanders and I got Miami defense here, so not bad, not bad. Not too shabby here. Obviously, I have no mind Chris. I mean, even though maybe depending on who he throws it to him. All right. And knee rest remain sideline Thursday here. Okay, so he's got some sort of knee, so and then let's see. Well, he's got a full practice here, so I mean, so worst case scenario, I'll make sure to put Firemouth in because he plays at 5 o'clock. And we got AJ Dillon here. Well, we got Zeke and we got Damian. AJ Dillon here. We got Mike Williams. Mike Williams here. We have Jamal Williams here. We got Garrett Wilson here. I mean, they have the 8th. We have the 2nd fewest here. So then we got Denver's defense. I got the Jaguars kicker. So not too bad here. Obviously. We got Aaron Rodgers here. He returns to practice again here. Alright, there's be any rain. 34% chance of rain. 34% chance of rain in Baltimore as well here. And then you got 66% chance. So it's going to be a rainy Monday night game in Foxborough. And then we got I mean, yeah, I got George Pickens right now as my flex. I got Tyreek, and then Amar St. Brown here. Got Young Ho Koo here. And Chargers defense here. Keep Chargers defense here. Maybe get rid of Young Ho Koo in this team here. I mean, like Nick Folk here. I mean, alright. Alright, so there we go. So alright, we got that done here. Alright. About to make my picks here now.
Alabama, Louisiana, Oregon, Tennessee, and Vermont.
But they're all.
Will decide on state constitutional amendments prohibiting slavery and involuntary servitude. In some cases, except for work by incarcerated people. Advocates say that amendments are needed to strip inadequate language from state constitutions and to potentially transform the criminal justice system by making all work in prisons voluntary. So basically, what they're doing is, if these motherfuckers
Want to work, they got to pay them.
They don't have to.
Right. Right. Because basically they're saying they're a slave, but they're incarcerated because they committed a crime. But they're a slave. So, but technically they're not a slave. They're a free person and they freely murdered somebody. But yet they're Yet they're lawfully, indigenously.
I'm shocked they're
Uh,
on there. To be honest, like that's. I mean, I could see Alabama being on there, Louisiana being on there, Vermont. Vermont's not even fucking big. That state's fucking like as big as my foot. You
mm,
know? Yeah, Vermont.
just. You Remy. Yeah, Remy wants to meet you. Remy's probably I'm transitioning. Yeah, I'm transitioning too. Transitioning away from all the bullshit. It's not like you can see who this person is anyway. I bet, yeah. I don't really go on there. Maybe he wants to meet you. See who else likes you. Yeah. Alright. Sorry, I had to go through my emails here. Alright, so now we're gonna get to our plays. Obviously we're gonna get to our plays here for the night here and for the day here because the baseball game will be coming on here probably about what do we say, about 2.5 hours or so. About 2 hours. So let's get down to business. Shall we? All right. Let's look at the baseball game here first. We'll look at that here. Make sure the odds. We'll look at make sure the odds are the odds ever change, and I'm the type of person that I like to see if I can get the right odds here. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it's the perfect odds. I mean, there's really no perfect odds. Really, it's just kind of what you like and what you're willing to take. Do I like this? Do I take this? Do I take that? Do I think this is too crazy? Does I think this is just something must be wrong here? I mean, that's how you have to there's no rhyme or reason, and there's people can sit up here and tell you they give you the ultimate picks, but they're no fucking storytellers, and they're no genies. They're no Biff. There's no Biff almanac out here that these guys have an algorithm and a computerized system that could tell them the numbers that actually is going to help you better you, and then basically you see it's a sucker scam for them to tell you like this is my picks and you gotta pay such and such. When I'm out here telling people this is what I'd pick, these are the games, whether you think you agree to disagree with me or you bet on the different games or whatever, that's fine and dandy. But I'm not out here trying to tell people I could take your money and make you a billionaire because there's no guaranteed formula. I mean, if there was a guaranteed formula to be a billionaire, there'd be millions and billions of people making billions of dollars a day. But there's not. Why? Because either one, people don't have the fucking drive, or people don't have the initiative. People don't want to do that. People are lazy. They have no initiative. They're not motivated to do things in a permanent way. And I'm not meaning it to be insultful for people. And please don't take it that way. Because hey, I used to be the same way. I used to take things as people would insult me, but now it's like, hey, maybe maybe there's something, maybe there's some truth to what they're saying right now. Maybe maybe I need to take what they're saying into consideration, but not take it as all wholesale value. Like, oh well, now I'm a piece of shit now, and then that takes you down another avenue, and then you're just you're living vicariously emotionally through the roller coasters of your ups and downs and all. But you don't want to do that. Trust me, you don't want to do that. It's not a place you want to be here. All right, so let's look at the odds here in the baseball game here. All right, so we have obviously the Astros are favored to win on the spread here. If they win by more than a run and a half here, it's plus 143. You bet the Yankees to cover the run and a half here is minus 178. If you think the Yankees can outright win, plus 117. If you think the Astros can win here, plus you can take the minus 142. And the over-under is 7 here. Obviously, they want you to take the under now, minus 108. That is where I'm leaning right now. I'm kind of leaning towards that here. But I don't know. I mean, usually it's a solid bet here, but I don't know. I feel like maybe tonight, maybe I try something a little different. So my play here, I'd say obviously my play here is the under 7 here, but am I gonna put this in my parlay? I probably not. I probably won't put this in my parlay, but I definitely, because I'd say seven's a really good number, and I think both these pitchers here are pretty, are gonna have a pretty good handle unless like I said the balls start flying out of the park and pitchers start leaving that meat pitch out there, and just or you'd be like the Phillies. And you just kind of get some bloop hits, bloop, bloop here, bloop, bloop, bloop here. Next thing you know, you got 2 or 3 runs on the board. So that's what I see there here. And then we have the NFL game here. And we have the over under is 44 right now. I mean I want to take New Orleans here. I truly do. I truly do because I think they're just because their defense is a little more potent and strong, but it is a short week, and what's gonna hurt more, like not having Dalton or Winston, which both guys are veteran guys, so it's not. So now if you're the Cardinals, you're trying to battle for who? Dalton, or if I'm the Cardinals, I'm preparing for both just in case, you know, just in case if and then also prepare for the case of Taysom Hill to be because I would think Taysom Hill is going to get used in his Swiss Army knife type of way. But I mean I had the over 44 here. I don't know, and I just feel like something's telling me there's going to be points tonight. I mean I know we've had some bad Thursday night games where points have been come to hard to come by here. I just think tonight maybe there's going to be points here. I don't know. I know both teams and maybe both defenses get a score and or I think it just there's points to be had here. I believe here, even though there's injuries on both sides on both teams here that you can make a case in point here, but if I was trying to put a parlay and if I had to make because sometimes it's like do I make 2 bets on one game, and I feel like if that doesn't count, I feel like I screwed myself and put myself in a big hole here. But my leans here and all that. I mean, I don't hate New Orleans here. I kind of lean New Orleans here, but I also lean the over here. But I don't hate the under because both these teams' defense can play pretty well. But if I had to play a two, if I had to put two plays on this here, I definitely the New Orleans here, just because I like Kamara here. I like Olave coming back here. I think if they can figure it out some way. But Kyler Murray scares me here. Kyler Murray scares me because what if Kyler Murray decides he wants to go off here? And the New Orleans Saints defense is pretty tough here. But if they have problems trying to tackle Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray starts getting loose. I don't know. That's what kind of in my mind here. I'm looking. I picture him right now. In my mind, I know I'm picturing Kyler Murray, and he's just like, man, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. I'm gonna get this motherfucker. He's picking New Orleans. And he's gonna, just because he's just that good. He's this that good. If he gets out and he gets elusive, man, he's hard to get down, and he's quick, and so he's just it's gonna once he gets going, you gotta kind of stop him before he gets going, because once he gets going, it's hard to stop Kyler Murray. But that's where I'm kind of leaning there right now here. My NBA here. NBA, I kind of like the under here in this Bucks and 76ers under 224 points here. I just feel as though I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a closer than expected game, but I feel like there's these teams can have like defensive spurts where it's just, and these teams like to play just they kind of like to play good defense, and they try to hit their threes, or they try to get in transition, and just I think Philadelphia has a little bit more than what Milwaukee has right now, but I don't underestimate Giannis in them. Yeah, see how that comes out here. So I'm riding with the under. That's where my lean is right now. And Clippers and Lakers. I'm leaning money line Lakers there. I don't know why. I'm not a Lakers homer by any means. I mean, most of the time I'll vote against them. Find a way to bet against the Lakers. But at times I feel like I definitely want to bet on them when I know that I should bet on them, and when they definitely can win these games. And I think this game against the crosstown rival Clippers is one of those games. Just kind of like against the Warriors. There's just Warriors, the Suns, and Clippers. I think that's they're the Kings. I mean, they always want to try to beat the Kings, but it's just certain teams. You want to prove that hey, you don't want to be down to them. But I'm not counting the Clippers out here tonight here, and I don't hate the minus. If you want to take the Lakers plus the 5.5 on the points here, and the over under is 225 points and a half. So I mean, I don't know. I don't think these teams both go over that, but I mean, so that's where my lean is there. And we have the college football here. College football games here. I'm leaning the Rambling Wreck at home here. I'm leaning them minus the 3 here against Virginia, but Virginia is a team that they do play good football. They're good college basketball. And I mean, in Georgia Tech here is the same thing here. They have a good program, and so I just don't know if I want to take the under here. I mean, I definitely the under 2 is something I would think about here if I wasn't taking the minus 3. I don't hate anybody that wants to take Virginia or side on Virginia. The over 47 though. I mean, does it go over like a 28-21? I don't know. I like the -3 though. I like the three. Three. A three is usually a good number I like to take in football here, as far as football goes. Anywhere like three or less. You know. It's now gone to. Now it's gone to. It's gone to minus. It's gone to a. How much is that three now? -130. Dang. I mean, I don't know. I don't. If it's -130, I'll take that here. I think I take that here. I don't hate that here, even if that's the bad number here. Then we have then we have Troy Trojans in the Southern Alabama here. I like Southern Alabama. The Jaguars. I picked them early in the season. I like their team. I like their makeup. I think, but this is a tough game here tonight against Troy. Troy's not going to be an easy defeat by no means here. And the over or under 47, that's a little tricky. So I'm leaning, and my parlay play will be -3 on the Southern Alabama Jaguars, because I definitely like that there. So, and then hey,
You almost done?
and then let's see, Capitals in Ottawa. I kind of stayed away from that game here. I don't really have any leans for that here. Columbus Blue Jackets of Nashville Predators. I mean, I'd put a lean on maybe the Blue Jackets. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The Kings and Penguins. I mean, I like the Penguins, but do they win for 2, or do they go under 6.5 or over 6.5? I don't know. Dallas Stars and Maple Leafs. I don't. I mean, I like the Stars, but I don't know if I like them enough to really put the money on them here. The Coyotes. I thought about the Coyotes here to put them in the parlay here.
Pick the Coyotes.
Did you pick the Coyotes or what?
Coyotes, man.
I mean, I thought.
After me last time, it was
I thought. I thought about it, but I went with this one. I went with the under 6.5 in the Bruins and the Ducks here. I don't know.
6.5.
Yeah. I thought, this could be a good spot for the Bruins because they lost, but the Ducks, I mean, maybe these two teams, I mean, who knows? I'd love to pick San Jose Sharky, but I don't know. Against the Rangers, I don't think right now. I stayed away from that game here. The Devils, I thought maybe the Devils on the money line, but I kind of stayed away from that one.
Devils.
The Canucks and the Wild, I stay away from that one. Carolina, I like Carolina. I mean, it's going to be a pick 'em on the money line. And Sabres, I don't know. Sabres and Winnipeg, I don't know. If they win again tonight, I don't know.
Jets over 7.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wild under 6.5. Ducks under 6.5. Hurricanes money line. Devils money line. Coyotes money line. Capitals money line. That's what I did for hockey.
I mean, I guess if I wanted to be crazy, I guess I could add the Winnipeg Jets money line. I mean,
I almost did, but I picked the over because the over was plus. Sometimes you gotta take risks. It's only $1.
All right. So
MO. Take the risks, Mom. Then I would.
So the MLB parlay. I'm not gonna put the Yankees or Astros game on my parlay today.
I picked the Yankees. So I did it for you.
I kind of like the under 7. I don't know. But I'm just kind of afraid that in this parlay that it will not cash.
Well, I picked the Yankees money line,
so then I went I went the under 224 and the Sixers and Bucks. I don't know.
Me too. No, I went over. Sorry, my bad. I went over on that one, and I picked Bucks money line, Lakers money line, Saints money line, and Cardinals under 43 and a half. I had to go. I don't know. I something tells me. I mean, I don't know. It could.
I took Lakers money line because I just figured I think that I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it's just, and then I took
Then my player prop, I did Kyler Murray 36 plus rushing yards. I picked. Is it Chris Olive? Olive? Is it
yeah.
Olive? I picked him for a touchdown plus 200. DeAndre Hopkins one touchdown for plus 103. Taysom Hill touchdown for 170, and then Traquan Smith to have two receptions. Only
Well,
$39, but
well, I picked the Saints,
well they showed Dalton on the prop,
so I put
so I'm
Saints.
assuming he's quarterback tonight.
So I picked the Saints and I took the over.
You took
But
over, I took
yep.
under. Well, it's good. We got to switch it up.
And took Georgia Tech -3, even though that number changed. But I still like that Georgia Tech -3. Southern Alabama. All right, so we're gonna keep those. We're gonna keep those 8 here. All right. All right, we locked it in, ladies and gentlemen. We locked our bet in. Locked the bet in here. All right. So now we got to write Ken's multi sport parlay here. 10-20 here. And then we'll get into our we're gonna get into our player prop. I think we're gonna do 2 here. We're gonna do 2. So so let's go with the open bet that we have right now here. All right. So we put our money where our mouth is here. We took the New Orleans Saints here on the money line here. So who that said they'll beat them Saints? All right, we're going with that. Who that? Got the Saints money line, and we're taking the over 44 points between the Saints and the Cardinals here tonight here, and that's -110 here. Then we took, and we'll keep the baseball together here. I mean the football together here. We took the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets here. We took them -3 here on the spread here. -130 here. But that was my read here. And then we took South Alabama here. The Jaguars here. The Jaguars, we took them -3 on the spread as well. And that was -110. And then we took the under 224 points in the Bucks and 76ers game. That was -110 here. We're taking the Lakers money line here. That's plus 168 here. Then we have under 6.5 goals in the Ducks and Bruins. And then we have the Winnipeg Jets here, money line here, plus 159 here. I spelled that wrong here. Alright. Alright. Yeah, Winnipeg here. The Winnipeg Jets here. Plus 159 here. So that all cashes out here. $377.26 here. Of all those bets, that's all those bets cover here. Yeah. Let's go, baby, go, baby. All right, so let's look at the player props right now here. Let's look at our player props here. Kind of look at some props here that we like here. Kind of check in here, check in on the props here. All right, Andy Dalton to have an interception here. I kind of like that here. I like that. I kind of like that one here. So let's put that one on our we're gonna do football and we're gonna do basketball. Alvin Kamara here. Over 34 receiving yards here. I think that could happen here, right? Alvin Kamara. At home. He's had 6 receptions. Here. So him to have over 4.5 receptions wouldn't be a bad little prop here. Or him to have a rushing or receiving touchdown here. So basically, when Olave was in here, he did get targeted 4 times here. He got targeted 9 times here, so he did. I mean, he had receptions. He got targeted 13, 7, and 6. So he's probably gonna get targeted a little bit more tonight here as well here. So that 4.5 receptions prop might not be too bad here. Let's put that in there. Kyler Murray. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, we know he's gonna. AJ Green to have two receptions. Shit, has he had any receptions? He's had two at least. He had two last game. He didn't have really many yards, but he does get targeted here. But now DeAndre Hopkins coming back here. Yeah, that's what you got to look at here. Um, Kyler Murray. I mean, against Philadelphia, at least had 42. And Philadelphia is pretty. I mean, he's had an interception. He's had an interception in every game so far. So I wouldn't put it past me for him to not have it. Have him and Dalton have. Oh, you gotta either put one or the other on. Huh. I think Michelle did his rushing, so maybe I'll do the. Because I like the Andy Dalton to throw a pick, because I know he. And we'll let's here. Mm, I mean, D Hop, you got D Hop and you got Robbie here. Does he get over 68? I mean, I'm gonna say it gets lower here. I'm gonna go D Hop goes lower than 68 and a half. I mean, I want him to do good, but yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, about to get off here and stream. Y'all take it easy. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.